The bean. Among all the foods eaten worldwide, few others rank as high in fiber, protein, and versatility. From chickpea to pinto, lentils to painted ponies, beans are truly remarkable and provide essential nutrition for many people all over the world. But when you say the word bean to an Iowan, chances are pretty good the first image he or she would conjure up is of the soy variety. And that wouldn't be wrong. It's almost impossible to drive any stretch of road in our state for a period of time and not see rows and rows of one of our most important cash crops. As with many other uncommon foods grown in the state, however, with a little time, effort, and ingenuity, dry, edible beans can grow quite well here. Black turtle beans are no exception. And at one family farm, you'll find Jason Grimm growing, harvesting, and marketing black beans.
Yeah, I grew up here on the family farm and then always helped with harvest and planting in the spring and the summer. And I never really thought about farming until I actually went to Iowa State and got a degree in landscape architecture. And from that, came back home and worked as a regional food system planner. But I knew in my heart I really enjoyed being outside and trying to push envelopes on the farm. I set out on the mission to try to grow black beans, and that was 5 years ago. Most people don't take you serious that you grow black beans until you show them. They're different. They're a good crop to sell throughout the winter, so it allows me to have an income source all year around. So it gives me a 10 to 12 month cash flow for our farm. And that was another big incentive for me to grow these. I could store them. They didn't take any energy to refrigerate them or freeze them. Just store them in bags and sell them as our customers want them.
Black beans do require some extra attention if you want to be successful growing them in Iowa. They're more of an arid crop and take less water than soybeans. But with the right knowledge, Jason says black beans are an easy crop to grow.
They plant them at the same time of the year, about end of May, early June, and you harvest them sometimes a little bit earlier than soybeans. I would say like a 10-foot by 10-foot area would be plenty, because you can plant them about 20 inches apart every row of beans, just like you plant your green beans in your garden. And I would say you'd probably get from that maybe about 1 pound to 2 pounds of beans.
While the black bean isn't the most common food grown in the state, don't be fooled. The quality, texture, and flavor of these beans is exceptional.
The beans, I would say, have like a nice earthy taste to them. They'll taste different than most beans you buy in a can. We don't recommend soaking them overnight. We recommend just cooking them directly. I think it adds to the creamy taste of the beans, especially if you overcook them. They'll just sort of melt. When I cook them, the way I know if they're done is if I can put it in my mouth and smash it against the top of my mouth with my tongue. That's how I consider if they're soft enough and ready to eat.
The black bean is not the first food you think of when it comes to Iowa, but Iowa's fertile soil and ideal growing conditions make it possible for many unexpected and wonderful ingredients to be grown here. And we have people like Jason to thank. Tireless farmers who will continue to push Iowa's agriculture in new directions.